Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, it came down to a heavyweight showdown as the Mountaineer took on Monstet Mutt Husky in the final round. However, it was Matthew Riley soaring to victory lane, taking Monstet Mutt Husky to its first Thursday Night Thunder Championship, knocking off the West Virginia Mountaineer. Now as the question remains, is he going to be able to hold on that flag here tonight to close out the November season? We're going to find out later on, but looking at the overall points at the latter half of the bracket, Gravedigger, Midnight Rider, Zombie, and Blue Thunder are all holding that latter half of the bracket down with 90 points. They're all shooting for the top here tonight in the last week of the November season. We're going to see what they do here tonight. Over on the top half of the bracket, Chantel Bailey and Mountaineer still leads with 155 points. Ryan Johnson in close second with 140 points in Brodozer. But last week's winner, Matthew Riley, Monstet Mutt Husky, chomping at the bit with 135 points. Can he hold on to the flag here tonight and take over the points lead? We're going to find out next.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. It's my life in the box in front of me.
Happy Thanksgiving, MTA fans, and welcome to the last week of the November season right here on Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure if you're new here, crush that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and stay up to date with everything that the MTA YouTube channel has to offer. Tonight, we are going to close the November season with 16 of the best diecast monster trucks MTA has to offer. Your current champion, Matthew Riley, Monstet Mutt Husky, looking to take the checkered flag into the December season and also try and claim the overall points victory. But he's got to knock out a lot of heavyweights at the top of that mountain. Bradley Graham and Clydesdale, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer, and Chantel Bailey, West Virginia Mountaineer. They're all knocking on his back door, trying to get that checkered flag away from him. Looking at round one matchups, Brodozer's going to draw up against the Gravedigger. Then Midnight Rider will take on Avenger, followed by Mindblower taking on the USA 1 Chevrolet. And rounding out your first half of round one, Caden Wilson and Jurassic Attack will take on the veteran Downtown Mitch Brown in the Bigfoot Ford. There's a look at your first half of round one competition as the night kicks off for the last week of the November season. Coming up to the line first is going to be Wildman Ryan Johnson in the Brodozer, six-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Now set to take on newcomer to the Thunder scene. This is Jeremy Spriggs in that bad to the bone black and green wrecking machine. Y'all have heard of this truck before. The Gravedigger ready to go here in the near lane. Who's moving on to round two in the last week of the November season? Brodozer takes on the Gravedigger as we go green down the stretch. That Gravedigger's got a lead on him over the car. Now Spriggs in trouble, but I think Brodozer came back on him in the end. What a wild ride by the Gravedigger. We're going back down now to our MTA replay and try to figure out who got the racing win. That was incredibly close. Watch right here. Jeremy Spriggs, the rookie, got the veteran off the line. Gravedigger pulling a lead. Watch him right here. Leads him all the way down over no man's land. The Gravedigger noses over, kicks the front end up, and right there, that front end straight up and down, gave all the room in the world for the Wild Man and Ryan Johnson to take out the Digger here in round one. What a wild ride there, but ladies and gentlemen, moving right along, Ethan Legit in the 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, better known as Avenger, out of Columbus, Michigan, now coming to the line to take on MTA veteran Justin Lamb. The Midnight Rider ready to go there in the far lane. He's been having a so-so season all month long. He's trying to turn it around here in the last week. Ethan Legit making some big improvements in Avenger. What's he got for us in round one? Green light goes down. Avenger pulling a lead now. Coming over the cars. Avenger crosses up, but not nearly as bad as the Midnight Rider. And Ethan Legit gets the round one win in the 57 Chevy, better known as Avenger. He will knock out the Midnight Rider. Coming up next, however, is Joseph Nelson returning in the Mindblower. This truck debuted super quick, super fast. The kid knows how to hold down the horsepower on the track. However, he draws up against MTA veteran Jalen Buford out of St. Paul, Minnesota, right over here in the USA 1 Chevrolet. Ready to rock and roll. Jalen Buford has won many championships out here, looking for Thursday Night Thunder victory here tonight. What's he got from Mindblower? We're about to find out who's going on to round two. Mindblower, USA 1, green light goes down. Even off the start now, USA 1 pulling a lead over the cars, and what a race it is. Both drivers keeping it well under control across the finish line, but Jalen Buford and USA 1 get this round one victory over the Mind Blower. Moving right along with round one, however, it's downtown Mitch Brown returning in the big bad Ford. You guys know him as Bigfoot. He's coming to the line now to take on the Wheelie King, Caden Wilson, in Jurassic Attack, ready to go here in the near lane. He's been rocking and rolling all November season long. He's making a pretty good name for himself. He's a consistent driver. What's he got for the veteran in that far lane? Bigfoot, Jurassic Attack, there's the green light down the stretch. They're even over the cars now, and Bigfoot pulls it out in the end. Mitch Brown had to get into that throttle there going across the finish line. Nonetheless, the Bigfoot pulls it out in the end, taking out Jurassic Attack here in round one competition. We'll see Bigfoot back in the next round, but coming up next is going to be Hunter Craddock, the former one-time Thunder champion. The Incredible Hawk, a brand new truck which debuted at the start of the September season, has been nothing but spectacular. He draws up against the MTA veteran in his own right, Bradley Graham in the Clydesdale Chevrolet, ready to go here, the former six-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. What's he got for the new kid on the block in that far lane in that wicked fast Incredible Hawk? Last week in the November season, green light goes down, now they're even up the start, up and over the cars, now they're even to the line, but I do believe Hunter Craddock in the Incredible Hawk pulled it out over the veteran here in Clydesdale. Let's go down now to our MTA photo finish and try to figure out who got this racing win in round one, and it's going to be Hunter Craddock in the Incredible Hawk by half a truck over the veteran in Clydesdale. Well, next up in round one, we've got returning Bethany Kilby, the American Throwdown champion from earlier this year, returns in Wildflower, now set to take on a former one-time Thunder champion, Charlie Stevens in Blue Thunder. And here's a little storyline going on with that team. A brand new Blue Thunder truck has been built and will debut at the Full Throttle event this Saturday right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Charlie Stevens is going to be piloting a brand new Blue Thunder. The fans are ready. The crew is ready. They can't wait to see what this big bad Ford has in store for us at the Full Throttle event again this Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on the MTA YouTube channel. The new Blue Thunder will debut, but at the line now is this current Blue Thunder machine ready to go in that far lane. Again, drawing up against Bethany Kilby, the Wildfire machine, and again, 2022 American Throwdown champion ready to go in round one. Who takes the win? Green light goes down now. Blue Thunder got her off the line. Wildfire's coming back in the end now, and Kilby pulls the trigger across the finish line. Look out, Stevens upside down on that center obstacle in the middle of the track. Nonetheless, Bethany Kilby and Wildflower get the round one win on Thunder. And moving right along with round one competition, Chantel Bailey, the former 9-time Thunder champion, almost made it 10 last week. Now set to take on new kid on the block, Preston Hurd in that zombie machine. He's been running strong, been a top contender out here in these round one matchups. He's just come up a little bit short. Zombie ready to go here. They see a little bit damage done, which happened in week one of the November season. What's he got for the veteran in the far lane? Here's the green light. Mountaineer and Zombie down the straight crash. They're even up in the cars now. Look out, Mountaineer turns it over. And Zombie was right there with her the whole way down. What an incredible race as the rookie took on the veteran there. I think the body came off of Mountaineer, and yes, you can see it's come off the truck. What a rollover there by Bailey in the far lane. Let's go back down now and take another look. Even all the way down, maybe a slight lead to Zombie in that near lane. Watch them right here as they go up and over no man's land. They are dead even to the last set of cars. Cross up right there, and Mountaineer will just edge out the Zombie machine, going across the finish line in spectacular fashion. The crew is going to have some work to do to get that truck back and ready for round two. Now the MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll the Mountaineer truck back over after a wild ride that Chantel Bailey just took it on, trying to knock off Preston Hurd and Zombie. An incredible matchup nonetheless. So be on the lookout for Mountaineer coming back in round two, possibly without the body on the truck. Now as we get set to close out round one action, Aaron Church returns in that wicked fast Dragonoid machine. The crew went back, did a little bit of R&D, and it's working for him this season. A huge improvement for the Dragonoid team, but he draws up against the current Thursday Night Thunder champion, Matthew Riley. Monstet Mutt Husky got his first Thunder win last week. He wants to hold on to that flag here tonight going into round two. Dragonoid and Husky now to close out round one. Green light goes down. Husky's got him up the line. Over the cars now. Husky pulls it out over the finish line. Dragonoid had nothing for him short after no man's land. And Matthew Riley and Monstet Mutt Husky get the round one win. They'll carry that checkered flag right into round two. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this time and remind you guys that this Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on the MTA YouTube channel, 32 of the best diecast monster trucks are going to be throwing it down to try and become the third annual Full Throttle champion. A show you don't want to miss out on. great racing action coming to you right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Last year we had a great showdown at this event, and for the third time, we've got 32 of the best trucks going to throw it down one more time for Full Throttle. Again, that's this weekend, but now we're back here with round 2 competition. Brodozer's going to take on Avenger, then we're going to see a classic matchup of USA 1 taking on the Bigfoot, and then on the other side of the bracket, the Incredible Hawk will take on Wildflower, and to close out round 2, we're going to see Mountaineer versus Husky in a rematch of last week's final. But now at the line first is going to be Ethan Legit coming up in the 1957 Chevy Avenger, ready to go. Now set to take on Wildman Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. He's locked and loaded here, ready to go in that near lane. Now Avenger almost took out Brodozer a couple of weeks ago, right here on Thursday Night Thunder. What's the rookie got for the veteran? Can he knock him off in the last week of the November season? Or is the Wildman going to prove he is the man? Here's the green light down the straight stretch. They go, they're even. Up and over no man's land, and Brodozer pulls it out. Avenger turns it over, and the Wildman gets the win in the Brodozer machine here to kick off round 2. Ryan Johnson on a rail here tonight. Avenger on the trailer. Next up in round 2 competition, we've got the return of Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. He's now set to take on the one and only Jalen Buford in the USA 1 Chevrolet out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Our classic matchup, Ford versus Chevrolet, and you could almost refer to this as the two originals, the Bigfoot Ford taking on the USA 1 Chevrolet in a classic matchup. Who gets the round 2 win? Bigfoot and USA 1 now down the straight stretch, they're even. USA 1 pull the lead over cars. Bigfoot crosses up, and USA 1, Jalen Buford gets the big time win over the Bigfoot Ford. USA 1 moves on to the semifinal competition. Bigfoot is going home. Next up in round 2 competition, Hunter Craddock returning in the Incredible Hawk, looking for his second Thursday Night Thunder championship. However, Bethany Kilby, the 2022 American Throwdown champion, she knows how to get the job done, has been having a so-so season all November long, looking to turn things around here tonight in the last week. What she got for Incredible Hawk here in the near lane? We're waiting on the green light. Who's going to semis? Green light goes down now. Incredible Hawk and Wildflower. Hawk's got a lead on her over the cars now. Kilby turns it over there in the shutdown area, and Hunter Craddock and the Incredible Hawk get the round 2 win over the Wildflower machine. Looks like Incredible Hawk may be on his way to a second Thunder championship. Wildflower unfortunately on the trailer. But now as we get set to close out round 2, a rematch from last week's final. Chantel Bailey, the 9-time Thunder champion, almost had 10 last week. But Matthew Riley, now a 1-time Thunder champion, Monstet Mutt Husky, ready to go here in the near lane, wants to put her on the trailer for the second time. In 2 weeks, Mountaineer over there in the far lane without a body after that round 1 rollover. Who's going to semis? Mountaineer takes on Husky. Green light goes down, a rematch from last week's final. Husky with a big top lead over the car. Mountaineer was coming back on her. Chantel shuts it down into the wall of steel in our shutdown area, but Husky was not letting her have it all the way down the track. He had a truck and a half length gap right there on the Mountaineer. Let's go back down now to our MTA replay. Mountaineer started to close that gap, but right here back at the start, look at the Husky driller off the line here down the straight stretch. Flies high up and over no man's land. Look at Mountaineer there in the far lane trying to come back. Completely missed the racing lane, but Husky does gather up the win here in round 2, and the checkered flag will stay on the back of that truck as we move into semifinal competition. Mountaineer on the trailer. Hopefully it might be enough for her to get the overall points win. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot more great racing still to come. The champion still holds on to the checkered flag. Semifinals is up next. But hey, if you want to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, listen up. We're about to tell you how you can sign up to get in one of these MTA events. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to close out the November season. Semifinals coming at your front door. Brodozer is going to take on the USA 1 Chevrolet, and over on the other side of the bracket, the Incredible Hawk will take on the current champion and Monstet Mutt Husky, who's looking to hold on to that checkered flag for the second week in a row. But now semifinals kicks off with the wild man, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer, the former 6-time Thunder champion, now draws up against Jalen Buford, the USA 1 Chevrolet. These two drivers used to be a part of opposing teams that absolutely despised each other. USA 1 with Outlaw Motorsports, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer with Johnson Motorsports. They're about to throw it down in semis here in the closing of November season. USA 1 and Brodozer off the line. They're even down the stretch, open over the cars, and Brodozer with some sick air. Closing out the finish line there. He will get the win over the USA 1 Chevrolet. The wild man and Brodozer moves on to the finals. But who is he going to meet there? Because now coming on the line is defending champion Matthew Riley and the Monstet Mutt Husky, now taking on Hunter Craddock, the former one-time Thunder champion, and the Incredible Hawk. And I got to remind you guys that Hunter Craddock and the Incredible Hawk took home the last week of the September season's win, and that's how he got into the November season. Can he do so again here tonight? Husky takes on the Hawk as we get set to go green. Down the straight stretch we go now. They're even down the stretch over the car now, and Hawk pulls it out. Husky turns it over, and Hunter Craddock moves on to the finals here tonight to take on the Brodozer. A tough break for the champion. Over there in the far lane was giving the Incredible Hawk a run for his money all the way down the straight stretch. Looking back at the MTA replay right here off the line, maybe a slight lead to the Hawk. And watch the Husky there in the far lane. He's trying to make up the ground, gets a little crossed up on the first jump right there, and just turned the truck over. The Incredible Hawk moves on again to meet Ryan Johnson and Brodozer for the finals, and that's what we all come here to see. Who's taking the checkered flag into the December season of Thunder? Is it going to be Hunter Craddock and the Incredible Hawk looking for his second Thunder championship, or is it going to be the wild man Ryan Johnson and Brodozer looking for his 7th victory out here on Thursday Night Thunder? One of these drivers will carry the checkered flag into the brand new December season. Who's it going to be? The Incredible Hawk, Brodozer. It's showtime here on Thunder as we go green now down the straight stretch. Hawk's got a lead on him. Brodozer trying to come back across the line. What a race it is! Hunter Craddock is upside down in the shutdown area. Ryan Johnson and Brodozer was trying to come back on him as the Hawk got him off the line. We've got to go back and take another look at the MTA replay. Right here off the start, Hunter Craddock and the Incredible Hawk got Brodozer off the line. But as they come down to the straight stretch, watch the Brodozer pull the trigger over no man's land. And watch right here across the line, your winner, Hunter Craddock and the Incredible Hawk by inches over the Brodozer. What a matchup, but ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to your 2-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Hunter Craddock and the Incredible Hawk. And he will carry the checkered flag into the December season. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings in Week 4 of the November season, Gravedigger, Midnight Rider, Zombie, and Blue Thunder with no change. They still hold down the latter half of the bracket in the points chase. Now as we jump over to the top half, look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 2-way tie for the November season points lead. West Virginia Mountaineer with 190 and Brodozer with 190. And rounding out your top 3, Matthew Riley and Monstet Mutt with 180 points in his own right. But since there is a 2-way tie for the overall points lead, these two are coming back at the track with one more run to go, and they're racing for 1 point for the November Point Series Championship. Mountaineer takes on Brodozer for the points. Here's the green light down the straight stretch. Brodozer pulled the lead now over no man's land. A wheel stand by Brodozer. Chantel almost came back to the end across the finish line, I do believe. Ryan Johnson and Brodozer is your winner as they went across the finish line. Again, they're racing for 1 point in the November Series Points Championship. Looking back at the replay right here down the straight stretch, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer flying high over no man's land, goes end over end, pulls it back out with an incredible wheel stand across the finish line. He gathers it up with an incredible save, knocking out the West Virginia Mountaineer. So ladies and gentlemen, your November Series Points champion, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. Well, thank y'all so much for coming out and watching the Thursday Night Thunder Series all November season long. We hope you enjoyed the great racing action all these trucks and drivers brought you right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, a big thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. If it wasn't for you guys, we would have gave this up a long time ago, and I truly do mean that. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's It's about that time. It's about that, cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time.